the gentlemen of the Philippine Senate, our friends from the ZEZA and the SEZA, OMB, SB Corp, and our dear guests. I would like to call to order this budget briefing subcommittee M of the Committee on Finance on the budgets of the two economic zones, the Zamboanga City Special Economic Zone Authority and the Kaibigan Economic Zone Authority. We will also have briefings on the budgets of the Optical Media Board and the SB Corporation. We will start with the deliberation of the ZES. Is it SEZA? ZEZA. ZEZA. Ayan, okay. Yes, excuse me. We will start with the deliberation of the ZEZA budget. May I ask the committee secretary at this point to acknowledge the resource persons for the ZEZA?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me acknowledge the presence of our distinguished guests and resource persons from ZEZA. We have the Chairman and Administrator Raul Regondola, sir. Yeah. We also have Mr. Ronald Akaap. We also have Mr. Salvador Lazaro. We also have Mr. Eugene Pasio. And lastly, we have Janice Mary Giminsil. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Comsec, and good afternoon, everyone. Before we start with the presentation, allow me first to express my full support for the Zamboanga City Special Economic Zone Authority 2024 proposed budget. After a review of data materials submitted by the Zamboanga Ecozone, I note that a total of 275.973 million pesos is requested by the Ecozone. The Ecozone Development Program will receive the highest allocation, amounting to 207.5 million pesos. With this, I am hoping to hear the significant details of the Ecozone's development plans that will maximize the use of this budget. Particularly, I am looking forward to the infrastructure projects, plans to attract local and foreign investors, and the zone's export plans and performance in the past year. I would also like to receive updates on the notable projects of the Ecozone, particularly the Asian Halal Center in the Philippines, San Ramon Newport World-Class International Seaport, West Corporate Center, and Zambo Ecozone's Highlands. To start our discussions, let us call on the officials of the ZEZA for their presentation. For the efficiency of today's hearing, we are allocating 10 minutes for the presentation of ZEZA. To my fellow senators, kindly refrain from raising questions. Proceed with your presentation.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Honorable Senator Mark Villar, and to the senatorial staff, fellow Ecozone authorities. First of all, we'd like to thank you for inviting us here today to present our 2024 budget proposal. This afternoon, just a brief presentation as I present our fiscal year 2024 budget proposal. Focus on our accomplishments for the first semester of 2023 starts with the number of registered locators, employment generation, export performance, ongoing projects, and the 2024 infrastructure projects through NEP. Republic Act 7903, the law creating a special economic zone and Freeport in the Zamboanga City, and its implementing rules and regulations, principal author of Zamboanga City, Representative Maria Clara L. Lobregat, signed on February 23, 1995 at Malacanang, Manila, Philippines. Our mandate: to attract local and foreign investors, generate employment opportunities, encourage the regional dispersal of industries. Our highlights of accomplishments. Do we have a presentation?
Sir, it's just loading.
I see. Okay. Number of locators from 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, and 22. From 2018, we have 48. 2019, we have 52. 2020, we have 81, 2021 with 85, and 2022, we have 92. And as of June of 23, we have 88. Our direct employment from 2018 of 1,467, 2019 674, 2020 during pandemic we have a total of 998, 998, 2021 887. As of end of 2022 we have a total of 1,184, and with an increasing figure as of June 2023 of 1,199. Our actual investments in million 2018 2,348,000, 2,348,077,000, and 2019 2,353,220,000. On 2020 we have a total of 493,198,000. 2021 we have 2,251,903,000. 2022 we have 2,602,900, and as of June of 2023 we have a total investments of 2,665,500,000. The Sambo Ecozone is striving in so many ways in terms of employment, locators, and uphold our mandate of generating investments. Investing beyond boundaries is our responses to the crucial issues and matters of economic development. Sambo Ecozone aims to generate positive, qualitative changes in multiple ways. The target number of locators for current year 2023 is 102. Currently, there are 88 actual registered locators as of June 2023 per semester, on track to achieving our target in promoting foreign direct investments. Additional 2 new registered foreign investors. We have a Korean and Singaporean-based company. This is in line with one of the goals of President Marcos' administration's 8-point socio-economic agenda. There is a decrease in number of registered locators due to locators who are delisted and pre-termination of contract. They decided not to push through with the project for various reasons. At present, a total of 91 registered business enterprise operating inside Sambo Ecozone. Generated actual total employment of 1,199 as of June 2023. At present, total number of employment generated is at 2,166 as of August of 2023. The actual investment generated 2,665,500 as of June 2023. So, in the board, we have the summary of registered locators. Operational, we have 45%, with 51.14%. Non-operational, 48.86%. With that, we have a total of 88. Currently, Sambo Ecozone has 88 locators as of June 2023. Most of the locators are from wholesale and retail trading, agriculture, forestry, and fishing. Only 10% of the total number of locators that is into manufacturing. However, the companies under the manufacturing industry contributed the highest amount of actual investments in the zone. However, the non-operational registered business enterprise are paying their monthly lease rental. We have our export performance in terms of US dollars. No? From 2018, we registered of 17.8 million US dollars. In 2019, that increased to $20.3 million. And it is expected that during the pandemic, it really decreases to $9.4 million and increase on 2021 with a total of 16.8 million US dollars, and also increased tremendously on the year end of 2022 with a total export performance of 26.4 million US dollars. The export products produced by our locators include semi-processed natural rubber, SPR20, fresh frozen cuttlefish, squid, octopus, silago fish. These are the export raw materials of which shipped to Busan, Korea, Thailand, Clark, Yokohama Tire, Philippines, US, Belgium, Vietnam, Japan, and Croatia. Tin can sardines import raw materials shipped to Thailand and Malaysia. These are the summary status of our ongoing projects per GAA. From 2018, GAA of 2018, we have a total appropriation of 389 million.
Allotment of 389, obligation 388,592,000, utilization rate of 95%. Causes of delay, we have the weather conditions for relocation of area due to use of rock with special action forces and field conditions. On 2019, we have a total appropriations of 321,656,000, allotment of 321,656,000, obligation 319,410,000, utilization is only 246,072 or 77% rate. The reason the cause of delay is informal settlers for completion of corrective works and field conditions. The year 2020, we have an appropriations of 144,108,000, allotment 144,108,000, obligation of 142,012,000, utilization of 92.571 million, or a total of 65% utilization rate. Causes of delay, delay in importation of raw materials and equipment. The 2021, we have an appropriation of 253,389,000, allotment of 253,389,000, and obligation of 224,870,000, with a utilization the amount of 132,737,000 or 59%. Causes of delay, alignment to road project for completion of corrective works, equipment malfunctions, and weather conditions. At the end of 2022, we have a total appropriations of 253,869,000, allotment of 253,369,000, an obligation of 134,695,000 of rebidding. That is the causes of delay. For 2023, we have 235,111,000, allotment to 235,111,000, obligations of 6,499,000 that had been utilized for redesign or for allocator and for bidding. For a grand total appropriation from 2018 to 2023, we have a total of 1.596 billion, allotment 1.596 billion, obligation 1.216 billion, utilization is only 865,798 or 71%. Those are the summary of status of ongoing projects under the GAA.
The presentation.
Ongoing. For the 2024 budget. Yes, sir. Okay. For our budget proposal for year 2024, we have under MUI for GAA 2023, 40,862,000. For our proposed budget for 2024, 47,073,000. Approved budget per NEP is only 42,088,000. For capital outlay, GAA for 2023, 235,111,000. Our proposed for 2024 budget is 1.397,500 billion. The amount for 2024 approved by under NEP is only 207,500,000. So under GAA 2023, we have 275,973,000. And for our proposed budget, we have a total of 1,444,573. And the amount approved under NEP is only 249,588. For the Sambu Ecozone budget proposal, we proposed 1.4 billion, but we were given a recommended budget ceiling of 249,588,000 for 2024 under the Chair 1 ceilings, of which MUI is in the amount of 42,088,000. whereas for the capital outlay is only 207,500,000. The following budget proposal for infrastructure projects under Tier 2 not approved by DBM, we have the One-Stop Shop Action Center, the 4-story office building, 2 units at Industrial Park with a total cost of 500 million. West Corporate Center, BPO Building 2, 600 million. The water supply system with a total of 15 million. The entrance archway, security control point, a second industrial park, 5 million. And the waste water treatment plant with a total of, can accommodate a total of 1,000 cubic meter water treatment plant with a total estimated cost of 70 million. Total budget proposal that was not approved by DBM is a total of 1,190,000. For the 2024 infrastructure through NEP, we have the name of the project is Slope Protection at Highlands. Project description, 5-kilometer slope protection structures with a total budget of 150 million. Land development, a second industrial park for clearing, grubbing, leveling of 30 hectares area for a total budget of 40 million. Power supply at Highlands, single-phase power distribution with solar street lights, 7.5 million. Solar power at Perth Industrial Park, 1 lot, 60 kilowatts. Roof-mounted solar power supply system, on-grid hybrid with solar perimeter lights with a total proposed budget of 10 million. Overall, we have a total of 207,500,000. These are the 2024 infrastructure project under NEP given the total budget ceiling of 207,500,000. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much for that comprehensive presentation. At this point, we'll open the floor to questions, and I have some questions. I noticed your utilization in 2022 was only 18%, and in 2023 it was lower. And your request is quite significantly higher than the given budget. How can you? Ano po ang comment nyo doon? Kasi medyo mababa ang utilization 2022. So, baka mahirapan din kayo na ma-obligate yung request in 2024.
Actually, Mr. Chair, yung iba dyan na rebid na kasi marami nag-rebidding for awarding na yung ibang mga projects natin for year 2022.
For 2022, di ba nag-lapse na yun? Yung, kung hindi nyo na-obligate ng 2022, lapse na yun?
Meron pang isang taon, sir.
Na-extend ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For,
extend.
yung SARO is good for 2 years.
Okay. Na-extend pala yung SARO. Akala ko na-extend ng 6 months. So 2 years, 1 year pala yung
1 year
extension.
extension.
When will you obligate the 18%?
Mr. Chair, ako...
And I think I think in terms of disbursements, from the time of the GAA, may 2 years, di ba? So na-extend lang siya. I mean, is it extended till 2024 also, the disbursement of the funds? Kasi alam ko 2 years lang yung life, yung budget, the life of the budget.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Accordingly, itong mga pending project is may issuance na ito ng SARO. So it was already obligated by DBM.
Pero yung disbursement, 2 years din may time din kailangan i-disperse din after 2 years.
Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr.
Diba?
Chair.
So, kahit na maano nyo yung 2022, ma-obligate nyo yung 2022, I suppose. Unless may extension ulit. You have to complete by next year, 1 year yung implementation time for the project is 1 year. Tama ba yan? Tama, diba?
Tama, Mr. Chair.
Ang concern ko lang is, will you be able to, with additional budget, will you be able to obligate? Kasi even yung 2023, wala pa yung 2023, wala pang na-obligate, di ba?
Actually, Mr. Chair, yung 2023, ito for awarding na rin yung ibang projects. So it will be awarded before the year end. The year ends. And most of the
nakabid na.
2022 projects were already implemented. Hindi lang nakuan sa records.
Siguro ang suggestion ko lang, mas maganda kung yung first half, ma-obligate siya sa first half of the year. Kasi pag November na, parang medyo late na rin yung
yung ibang mga project kasi for 2022 na kuha namin sa isang project yung canning factory na redesign yung project na yon para at least pwede namin man kasi this is a canning factory hindi karaniwan yung design, so nagpa-redesign kami just to suit you kung ano yung needs ng canning
yun ng
factory.
investor.
Yes, yes po. Kasi yung tinitingnan po namin yung employment generation na makukuha natin.
Hindi, wala man akong objection doon. Siyempre, importante yan. Suggestion lang, yung planning, medyo mas i-expedite na lang natin yung planning.
Yes.
Diba?
Opo. No
Pwede naman mag short of award even before the budget. Pwede namang yung mga projects, pwedeng before January, short of award. Then pagdating ng January, i-award yun na.
Okay.
So, para mas mabilis. Napansin ko lang dahil medyo yung mababa lang yung utilization ng 2022. We're 2023 now. So, medyo delayed lang. So, I suggest that mas i-expedite nyo na lang yung procurement. Kasi yung basis din ng DBM ay yung utilization rate ng agency. Kung nakikita nila na mababa, mahirap din humingi ng additional budget kung yung existing hindi pa na-utilize. So I suggest maybe we can improve the utilization rate of the ZESA.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Yun. So that's my only that's my concern. I guess at this point I'd like to thank you also for your wala naman nakapila, di ba? Okay. So there being no more questions and there's no one who's expressed expressed a desire to ask any more questions, and there being no objections, the budget of the ZESA is hereby approved at the committee level and deemed submitted to the plenary. I'd like to express my gratitude to the ZESA and your respective staff for your budget presentations. And at this point, let us have a short break to give the ZESA to fix their things and give way to our friends from the CESA to come in and make necessary preparations for the next hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Everyone, for your patience. We will now resume our budget hearing and proceed with the discussion of the budget of the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. Before we call on the CESA for their 10-minute presentation, allow me to express my support for the agency's budget and, of course, the new leadership led by Secretary Katrina Ponce Enrile. I'm hoping for your fruitful leadership and its translation to more significant projects and success of the whole Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. So with that, to start the ball rolling, I'm very curious and very excited to hear about the details of the CESA's plans and how they will further expand and bring progress to the region and the country. So at this point, let us call on CESA for their budget presentation. So please proceed, ma'am.
To the Honorable Presiding Chair, Senator Mark Villar, and the respected members of this honorable committee, good afternoon to all of you. I am Katrina Ponce Enrile, Administrator and Chief Executive Officer of the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. I, together with our team, would like to present and make an appeal in our proposed budget for 2024. Please bear with me as I narrate to you certain facts that are existing in this government-owned and controlled corporation, otherwise known as the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. By way of background, CESA was established in 1995 pursuant to Republic Act 7922 with the aim of promoting and accelerating industrial and social development in the country, especially those in the rural and far-flung areas, such as the municipality of Santa Ana in Cagayan Province and other nearby areas. The charter also envisions the creation of an economic hub, which will provide jobs for the Filipinos in Region 2. At the peak of our operations of CESA, we were able to give back to the national government a total of 971.79 million remitted dividends and 820.91 million in income tax from 2006 to 2019. Despite us not having collected our share of the 5% gross income remitted by our locators since 2016, our locators were able to provide a total of 2.469 billion in direct income to the Department of Labor and Employment, Bureau of Immigration, Bureau of Customs, and the Land Transportation Office. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic and the mismanagement for the past 6 years of my predecessors, which I now have to correct, the condition of CESA became worse. The number of locators declined by 4.32%, but despite the dire condition of CESA, when I assumed office last June, we were able to increase our employment rate by 3%. Plus, since 2009, CESA has not been receiving any subsidy from the national government to support our personal services and our maintenance and other operating expenses. I have done everything possible to lower the expenses of CESA. I take the mandate given to me by the President very seriously, so I need to turn the situation around and do it quickly. Just by example, we went from 502 employees, including plantilla and contract of service positions, down to 202. We have done cost-cutting measures like energy-saving policies even in our offices, just so we can save every penny so that it will all be brought back to the projects that are going to bring back revenue to the national government. This is my first time in government. I came from the private sector, and as I value then every penny that was my own, I value it even more now that it is not mine but the people's money. We need the assistance from the national government to improve our infrastructure. Currently, with some developments we already made in CESA, sadly, the infrastructure that we currently have are not at par with the much more developed economic zones like SBMA, Clark, and other more mature economic and industrial zones in the metropolis and nearby areas. Currently, CESA is mired by unstable power